North Korea, a land shrouded in mystery and secrecy, where the outside world is but a distant dream for many of its inhabitants. This is a place where the government exerts absolute control over every aspect of life, creating an environment of fear and oppression, a place full of secrets. The streets of Pyongyang, the capital city, are often dimly lit, casting long shadows that seem to hide the truth from the world. The alleys are filled with whispers of those who dare to dream of a different life, a life beyond the iron curtain that surrounds them, a country ruled with an iron fist. The military parades are a stark reminder of the regime's power, with soldiers marching in perfect unison, their faces devoid of emotion. These displays of strength are meant to instill fear and obedience in the hearts of the people, reminding them of the consequences of dissent. For many years, North Korea has been cut off from the rest of the world. The borders are tightly controlled, and the landscape is dotted with watchtowers and barbed wire fences. This isolation has created a society that is largely unaware of the outside world, with limited access to information and a constant stream of propaganda reinforcing the regime's narrative. Life there means being watched all the time, not knowing much about what's going on outside, and not having many freedoms. Surveillance cameras are everywhere, and the watchful eyes of the authorities are always present. Citizens are constantly monitored, their movements tracked, and their conversations overheard. This pervasive surveillance creates an atmosphere of paranoia and mistrust, where even the smallest act of defiance can lead to severe punishment. The outside world feels far away, like something they can only dream of. For many North Koreans, the idea of life beyond their country's borders is a tantalizing but seemingly unattainable dream. They hear stories of freedom and prosperity, but these tales are often dismissed as lies by the regime. Yet, the longing for a better life persists, a flicker of hope that refuses to be extinguished. But people still want to be free. Despite the risks, the desire for freedom burns brightly in the hearts of many North Koreans. They yearn for the chance to live without fear, to speak their minds, and to pursue their dreams. This determination is evident in their faces, a silent but powerful testament to their resilience and courage. Many North Koreans dream of a better life, a life outside the rules of their country. They imagine a world where they can make their own choices, where their children can grow up without the constant threat of punishment, and where they can build a future based on their own aspirations. These dreams are often fueled by glimpses of the outside world, whether through smuggled media or whispered stories from those who have managed to escape. This dream makes thousands of people risk everything to escape North Korea. Leaving isn't easy. The journey to freedom is fraught with danger, requiring immense courage and determination. Many attempt to cross rivers under the cover of darkness, or navigate through dense forests to avoid detection. The path is perilous, with the constant threat of capture and severe punishment if they are caught. It means leaving family, friends, and everything they know. The decision to escape is not taken lightly. It often involves saying goodbye to loved ones, knowing that they may never see them again. The emotional toll is immense, as defectors leave behind their homes, their communities, and their entire way of life in search of freedom. It means going into the unknown, facing big dangers. The journey is filled with uncertainty, as defectors must navigate unfamiliar terrain and evade capture. They often rely on the help of strangers, risking their lives to reach safe havens. The dangers are numerous, from harsh weather conditions to the threat of being turned back by border guards. But many believe a life outside North Korea is worth the risk. For those who make it, the reward is the chance to start anew in a place where they can live freely. Safe houses provide temporary refuge, and organizations dedicated to helping defectors offer support and resources. The journey may be long and arduous, but the promise of freedom makes it all worthwhile. This is the story of those brave people, the North Koreans who dared to dream of freedom and risked it all to get it. Their stories are a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the unyielding desire for liberty. These individuals have faced unimaginable hardships, yet their courage and determination have led them to a new life, one where they can finally experience the freedom they have longed for. Wanting freedom is a big reason people leave, but many North Koreans also leave because they have to. The harsh economic conditions in North Korea push people to seek better opportunities elsewhere. The lack of basic necessities and the constant struggle to survive make life incredibly difficult. North Korea's economy is in bad shape. The country has faced numerous economic challenges over the years, including international sanctions, mismanagement, and natural disasters. These factors have contributed to a stagnant economy with little hope for improvement. It's hard to find good jobs, there isn't enough food, and people struggle to get by. The agricultural sector, which many rely on for sustenance, is plagued by inefficiencies and a lack of modern equipment. This results in low crop yields and food shortages. A terrible famine in the 1990s called the Arduous March is still a scary memory. During this period, hundreds of thousands of people died from starvation and malnutrition. The government's inability to provide for its citizens during this crisis left a lasting impact on the collective psyche of the nation. It reminds everyone how hard life can be in North Korea. The fear of another famine looms large, and many people live in a constant state of anxiety, wondering if they will have enough to eat tomorrow. Women have it especially tough. They often bear the brunt of the economic hardships, as they are typically responsible for feeding and caring for their families. Many women take on multiple jobs, working long hours in markets or fields, just to make ends meet. It's hard for them to find good jobs, and they often have to work low-paying jobs just to feed their families. The lack of opportunities for women in the formal job market forces them into informal sectors, where they have little job security and are often exploited. This makes many North Koreans desperate. The constant struggle to survive and the lack of hope for a better future drive people to take drastic measures. Some risk their lives to escape the country, seeking refuge in neighboring countries or even further afield. They want a better life, not just for themselves, but for their kids too. Parents dream of a future where their children can grow up without the constant fear of hunger and deprivation. They hope for a world where their kids can pursue their dreams and have opportunities that they themselves never had. They want a future without hunger and fear, a future where they can live with dignity and security, free from the oppressive conditions that have defined their lives for so long. This hope for a better tomorrow is what drives many North Koreans to seek a new life beyond their country's borders. Escaping North Korea is super dangerous. The country is known for its strict regime and harsh punishments for those who dare to defy its rules. The borders are fortified with barbed wire, electric fences and landmines, making any attempt to flee a perilous endeavor. The government has invested heavily in border security to prevent its citizens from leaving, and the consequences of getting caught are severe. The borders are heavily guarded and soldiers are told to shoot anyone trying to cross. These soldiers are trained to be vigilant and are often stationed in watchtowers, scanning the area for any signs of movement. The presence of armed guards adds an extra layer of danger for those attempting to escape. The soldiers are not just a deterrent, they are a real and present threat to anyone who dares to challenge the border. But people still try, hoping for a better life. The desire for freedom and a chance at a better future drives many to take unimaginable risks. They move under the cover of darkness, their hearts pounding with fear and hope. Each step they take is fraught with danger, but the thought of a life free from oppression keeps them going. The journey is not just a physical one, it's a test of their will and determination. Most people try to escape through China, crossing the Tumen or Yalu River at night. It's a scary journey. The rivers are treacherous, especially at night when visibility is low, the currents are strong and the water is often freezing cold. Many do not know how to swim, adding to the peril, yet the cover of night provides the best chance to avoid detection. The sound of rushing water is both a source of fear and a beacon of hope, guiding them towards what they hope will be freedom. The rivers are dangerous, and they're always afraid of being caught. The fear of capture is ever present and the consequences are dire. If caught, they face immediate punishment, which could include imprisonment, torture, or even execution. The journey across the river is a desperate gamble, a life-or-death decision that weighs heavily on their minds. Each splash of water, each rustle of leaves, could mean the difference between life and death. Even if they make it to China, it's still not safe. China does not recognize North Korean defectors as refugees and often deports them back. The streets of Chinese cities become a new kind of battlefield where the escapees must constantly look over their shoulders. They hide in alleys, move stealthily through crowded markets, and avoid any interaction with authorities. The fear of being caught and sent back to North Korea looms large, making every day a struggle for survival. They have to hide from the Chinese police, who might send them back to North Korea. The Chinese authorities are vigilant, conducting regular patrols and ID checks. For the defectors, every encounter with the police is a potential disaster. They live in constant fear, knowing that being caught means a return to the very place they risked everything to escape. The threat of deportation is a shadow that follows them everywhere, making their new life in China a precarious existence. If they're sent back, they could go to jail, be tortured, or even killed. The North Korean regime is known for its brutal treatment of defectors. Those who are caught and sent back face severe punishment. They are often subjected to harsh interrogations, forced labor, and in some cases, execution. The fear of such a fate is a powerful motivator for defectors to keep moving, to keep hiding, and to keep hoping for a better future. The knowledge of what awaits them if they are caught is a constant source of terror. They travel in secret, hoping people will help them. Along the way, they rely on the kindness of strangers and the support of underground networks. These networks provide safe houses, food, and guidance, helping defectors navigate the dangerous journey. The generosity and bravery of those who assist them are crucial to their survival. Each act of kindness is a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest times there are people willing to help. Every step is a risk. The journey is fraught with danger at every turn. From the moment they decide to escape, they are constantly on edge, aware that one wrong move could lead to capture. They move cautiously, often under the cover of darkness, taking great care to avoid detection. The tension is palpable and the stakes are incredibly high. Each step forward is a testament to their courage and determination. Their journey to freedom is long and hard, but it shows how brave and strong they are. The path to freedom is not easy, but for those who make it, the rewards are immense. The emotional toll of the journey is evident in their faces, but so is their resilience. The reunions with loved ones, the relief of finally being safe, and the triumph of overcoming incredible odds are moments of profound significance. Their stories are a testament to the human spirit's capacity for hope, courage, and perseverance. Over the years, the number of people leaving North Korea has gone up and down. After the famine in the 1990s, many people left to escape hunger. The most people left in 2009. But after Kim Jong-un took over, it became harder to leave. He made the borders even more secure and punished anyone who helped people escape. Then, the COVID-19 pandemic made it almost impossible to leave. The borders closed, and very few people could get out. Even though it's really hard and dangerous, people still want to be free. As long as people in North Korea hope for a better life, they will keep trying to escape.